You are welcome back to this channel. So in today's class, we want to solve questions on the arithmetic progression. So let's quickly read it. The sum of three consecutive terms of an AP is 18 and their product is 120. Find the terms. Solution. We can say that the first term is A plus D, A plus 2D. Since they are consecutive, consecutive means they follow each other. But it will be easier for us to take A minus D, comma A, then A plus D. You see the reason I choose this one now. So the sum of three consecutive terms of an AP is 18. So we need to add all these together. A minus D plus A plus A plus D is equal to 18. Now from here, negative D cancel positive D. So we are left with A plus A plus A, 3A is equal to 18. So divide both sides by 3, 3, 3. This one cancel this one. 3 here, 1, 3 in 18, 6. So A is equal to 6. So you can see that from these consecutive terms, we easily eliminate D. So that is why we choose this one. Instead of this one, it will complicate the issue. So from here, we can easily find the value of D since we have known A. So now, another statement is that their product is 120. So that means A minus D multiplied by A multiplied by A plus D is equal to 120. So since we have known the value of A, we can substitute the value of A here, which is 6. So let's substitute. So we can say that 6 minus D multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6 plus D is equal to 120. So let's take this one. So 6 times 6, 36. Negative D multiplied by 6 minus 6D. Then multiply by 6 plus D is equal to 120. So let's expand this one. 36 times 6. That is 6, 18, 21. Then 36 multiplied by D, that is plus 36D. Minus 6D multiplied by 6 minus 36D. Negative 6D multiplied by positive D minus 6D squared is equal to 120. So from here we can see that positive 36D will eliminate negative 36D. So we are left with 216 minus 6D squared is equal to 120. So now, let's simplify this one. If 120 comes in, it becomes negative. 216 minus 120. Let's take negative 6D squared out. Is equal to 6D squared. So 216 minus 120, 6, that is a 9. So it's equal to 96, is equal to 6D squared. So let's take them together. 96 minus 6D squared. Because positive is there, if it comes in, it becomes negative. Is equal to 0. We can factorize 6 out. So 6, how many 6 can we get in 96? That is 16. Then, how many 6 can we get from 6D squared? So 1, then it remains D squared is equal to 0. So, meaning that let's divide by 6, so cancel. So 16 minus D squared is equal to 0. So this one, if you look at it very well, you can see that it's in form of difference of two squares because 16 is a perfect square. is the same thing as 4 squared minus d squared is equal to 0. So 4 squared minus d squared is equal to 0. And difference of 2 squares, let me remind us of 2 squares, is in form of, say, a squared minus b squared. It's the same thing as a plus b multiplied by a minus b. So likewise this one, 4 squared minus d squared is the same thing as 4 plus d multiplied by 4 minus d. So let's substitute it there. So we have 4 plus d multiplied by 4 minus d to be equal to 0. So from here, we can say that we have 4 plus d to be equal to 0, or 4 minus d is equal to 0. So from here, d is equal to, if we take 4 out, it becomes negative. Or from here, minus d is equal to minus 4. So this negative becomes to negative. So we can now have d is equal to negative 4, or d is equal to positive 4. So invariably, we can say d is equal to plus or minus 4. So we have known a. The value of a, we got it to be equal to 6, and d to be equal to plus or negative 4. So the consecutive terms that we used was a minus d, comma a plus d. So now to find a minus d, when d is equal to 4, positive 4. So the value of a minus d, our a is equal to 6. So a minus 4, sorry. So to be 6 minus 4. So a minus d is equal to 6 minus 4, which is equal to 2. So the other one, a is equal to 6, then a plus d is equal to 6 plus 4, which is equal to 10. So when n is equal to 4, the value of those terms will be 2, 6, 10. So when n is equal to negative 4, when d is equal to negative 4, a minus d will be equal to 6 minus 4, which is equal to 10. That is, negative times negative gives us positive. And a is equal to 6. A plus d is equal to 6 minus 4, which is equal to 2. So the consecutive terms will now be equal to 10, 6, 2. You can see that they are the same, but it's reverse. So that is that. Make sure you study it very well. If you find this video very useful, don't forget to like, and if you are new, please subscribe. Thank you and God bless you.